Are you ready to get spicy?
These Doritos Golden Sriracha aren't that spicy.
Sriracha? Sounds pretty spicy to me.
A little spicy, but also tangy and sweet.
Maybe it's time to turn up the heat.
Or turn it down. It's time for something that's not too spicy. Try Doritos Golden Sriracha.
Spicy.
But not too spicy.
Extra value meals are back. For just $5, get a savory and sweet sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddles, plus hash browns and a coffee. Only at McDonald's.
For limited time only. Prices and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Hawaii, Alaska, and California, and for delivery.
iDoby Radio. The future of alternative.
Do not record. I do not allow recording.
Now, Eddie, we record Mood Killers. By the way, it's Mood Killers. Thank you for listening. Wellenius, Francine Marconi, Eddie Barella.
That's right.
We're here.
Here we are.
And what you don't know about our show is behind the scenes, when we record episodes, we try to limit each of our segments to 5 minutes. But as you listen, sometimes not Eddie, go over. Eddie's usually the one that's trying to wrap it up. Sometimes even earlier.
Do my segments in like 30 seconds because it's the faster I can get back to my quilting.
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, so I came up with this idea that I would create an audio timer. Now, we don't have a timer. We don't see each other like what time it is, but this will start like this. This is a little bit behind the scenes of the show. When we cue each other, because we're in different places, I'm in Chicago, Eddie's in Los Angeles. And so when I hit this,
Allow recording.
Eddie knows that it's starting. That's when
right.
the show, the timer starts, okay? So that's when we start recording. We know everybody, it's basically like quiet on the set kind of thing. And then when you hear that little, that's when we start, okay, that's okay, everything's going. Okay. And then when we end, we have a little cue that tells us that it's ending too. And so it's like, and that's just, you hear that at the end of the show, but we also use it between segments for ourselves to know that, okay, that recording is finished.
Yes.
But what we keep doing is I keep going long. I keep going, it's supposed to be a 5-minute segment and it goes like 6, 7, maybe 10, whatever. And so to avoid that, I've created a timer, and 30 seconds before the timer is concluded, you'll hear this in your headphone, Eddie. Do you think? So if you're in mid-seconds, that's your cue to wrap it up once you hear that. And I thought we'd let the audience in on it because, why not?
Yeah, sometimes it's one of those important for us to reveal exactly who we really are. We're hiding behind all of this technology. And this is a way to be more genuine with the audience.
That's right.
Yeah.
We're not just flying willy-nilly. We actually put some thought into this show.
Yeah. There's a lot of work that goes into this. Hours and hours and hours.
Right. That's right. And we're trying to do, what we do on the show is about 6 segments that are 5 minutes long each, a lot of times longer. So we want to make, it doesn't really matter for a lot of purposes, but for us, we know attention spans. You're barely listening to all this.
Yeah.
And okay, Eddie, how long do you think we've been going now? Just this segment
using
alone?
my radio brain, I would say, and I'm not looking at a clock at all, just the vibe of it, I would say we're at about 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes.
3 minutes, 15, 16, 17 seconds.
Okay.
You're right. You're dead on. So then we would naturally keep going.
Yeah.
Because that's what we want to do, fill 5 minutes of a segment. But now, do you think by making this a highlight, we're going to be focused on time way too much?
No.
Or is it going to...
I think our whole lives as radio people, we know that there's always a clock ticking anyways, and I always feel that clock no matter what I'm doing in life, so nothing is really changing here for me at all.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Because on talk radio, I do that show with Nick.
Yeah.
Our segments are 10... and on Testimiles, it's like they're 10 minutes each. And then on radio, we go to commercial.
And you have to hit that mark, too, because a lot of times when you're live, the satellites need to align in space, and they're going to fly over you at that certain hour, and that certain second even. So you have to make sure that you say, "We'll be right back," just before that satellite is above your head.
That's you're right. You're absolutely correct.
That's how it works. More behind the scenes.
Yeah. But okay, so Eddie, are you about ready to hear 30-second mark? Okay, here we go. So now, when you hear that, you'll know that coming up, that we're about to wind it down.
Right.
You know, like you got like less than 20 seconds now. But then we start the episode for everyone to enjoy.
That's right.
So I hope this behind the scenes look, we peeled back the curtain, will help everyone understand more about how much we love performing for you.
I thought we could do a little movie review. We haven't done that in a while on Mood Killers.
Yeah.
Everybody's excited about the cinema. Not really. Nobody's really going to the theater anymore.
You're the only one. I think you're the one guy that goes.
I'm falling back in love with the movies and going to the movies every single week. There's always something to see. And
can I say why I think you're doing it?
Why?
Because I think, you're a person who doesn't like to do the things that everyone else is doing. You kind of like, here's what I mean is like, you don't want to follow a trend. You're more like, hey, you know what people aren't doing? I'm going to do that instead. Like people aren't going to the movies.
Sometimes I do purposely think that way, but I think what's happening is I'm just falling back in love with something that I used to love as a kid. And I know that people aren't going to the movies and whatever, and there are a lot of reasons why. Everybody wants to blame streaming or whatever, but when I was a kid, they opened up this big movie theater, and my friends and I would ride our bikes there all the time and watch movies. And I've always loved movies, and there are many years where I stopped watching movies altogether. And I'm remembering just how much I really enjoy a lot of different directors and their styles. And I'm just getting back into the world of cinema. It's kind of like a hobby, I guess you could say.
What I think, too, is because you work so hard at Adobe. Like, you don't even know. Behind the scenes, Eddie is, like, doing the work of 12 men. He really is.
Yeah.
And nobody envies that. We all...
And a poodle. 12 men and a poodle.
That's a movie this fall. That's one of the movies you're going to review. No, but I think part of it too is like it's an escape. Like you can leave work and go to a movie and kind of be away from that and take a break from it.
I think that's a big part of it too. It's because for once I can sit down and someone else is in charge, and their job is to entertain me. And then I get to be critical the whole time. So it's sort of like...
So the movies are like your mommy?
Yeah.
Like she's laying out your pants today? She's laying out your outfit for you?
Yeah, exactly.
I like it.
That's exactly what it is. Well, Predator Badlands. Predator Badlands is out. Now, you probably saw the classic Predator back in the day with Arnold Schwarzenegger. But this is a different version of Predator.
Is that the one where he's a robot?
I don't know what this I think it's an alien, this Predator, because the thing is, I haven't seen any of the Predator movies except for this one.
Oh, either have I.
I don't think there's a ton of them out there.
So I was like,
I'm like the worst. All I knew is the first one came out with Arnold, and he was in a jungle, and there's this Predator trying to kill him.
Oh, is that the one with the thing that goes?
Yes. So, and in that film, from what I understand, it's like this monster. You don't know too much about this Predator, but in this one, Predator Badlands, now the main character is the Predator. So
there he is, right there. That's the Predator. That's it. That's the Predator.
Yes. There he is. He is. Now this movie stars a Predator. His name is Deck, and he looks like he buys bulk protein powder from Joe Rogan, if you can imagine. He's this very this bulked up kind of monster guy, but you learn about his backstory. You never thought these other Predator movies that you would learn about the Predator's father, for example, or
and we don't know
trauma.
For reference because we haven't seen any of the other ones, but you're just guessing.
No, I really don't think you do. Like in this one, you learn about the Predator's childhood traumas and how he has family issues with his brother and his dad. And again, we're talking about a monster here that
right.
was killing people in the jungle, and suddenly, like, I know why he has a Talkspace account. So like it's kind of interesting. But it was very heartfelt, and the movie was made by somebody who clearly liked a lot of those old 80s movies and classic stuff from the 80s and 90s. It was surprisingly good, this movie. I will say. Surprisingly good.
Did you take your shoes off in the theater?
Absolutely. Shoes, socks, and pants came off. And then when they came out with the flashlight, I just put the popcorn over my lap so they couldn't tell I was pantsless.
Oh, wow.
But
wait, that's a lot of sound effects. I think I accidentally added way more sound effects in there. That's the timer for 30 seconds till we have to wrap it up.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, my final verdict on this is 8 out of 5 futuristic laser sound effects. That's what I'm going to give this film. 8 out of 5. There's 1. You have to bear with us.
Oh, wait, we kind of cut us off.
2, 3,
wow.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go see it.
Eddie, I have a lot of clips to get to. I don't know if we'll get to them all. I'm going to have to selectively, on the fly, decide which ones make the show. Because I don't know, like for instance, here's one. Keep scrolling. We're always on TikTok. And this is, that trend that's on TikTok where I wake in the morning and I step outside. And then they mix it in with the,
Nicki Minaj, right?
Yeah, and I don't know what this is. It's like a town council clip or something, but this woman is saying it out loud.
Bitches ain't shit and they ain't saying nothing. 100 motherfuckers can't tell me nothing. I bees in the trap. Bees in the trap. I bees in the trap.
Bees in the trap. Bees in the trap. I don't know why.
It's such a catchy song too. I like that.
It really is. And every time, I think we're at the end of the cycle of that trend. Hopefully. I mean, it's enough. Like, okay, every other person has done it. But I everyone I liked, And the last one I saw was Kevin Bacon and Kara Sedgwick doing it. And
they're married, right?
Yeah. And Kevin Bacon turned around first, and he had Kara Sedgwick's hair on his back of his head, and it looked like he had a mullet. It was funny.
He's a fellow movie lover, too, by the way. If you follow him on TikTok, about once a week, him and his wife will be coming out of a movie, and they'll just be like all excited, genuinely happy, and encouraging people to go to the movies.
Is it always one of his movies?
No. He's always supporting other actors and other careers, which is cool. It's like he seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, both of them do.
Yeah.
Here's an ad from the 80s that I thought was odd. I didn't even realize these kind of ads existed, but I'm not surprised.
Do you get diarrhea too?
Yes, I get diarrhea. My immediate reaction is, oh my gosh, I'm in trouble. I use kale pectate because it works. Kale pectate stops my diarrhea. I rely on it.
Wow. I mean, we don't really have commercials like that anymore. They have all kinds of big pharma commercials, but none specifically that talk about having. Isn't there that one commercial that says?
I don't know. I think if you're relying on diarrhea medication like that to help that symptom, you should probably see like a GI and find out what the root cause is. If you're relying on,
maybe stop eating too many gooey desserts.
Yeah. What's her diet? I want to know what she had for breakfast today.
Yeah, exactly.
I could fix whatever's going on. Just let me see that menu.
Here's some Metamucil. Try this.
Right. How much fiber?
This girl, Rachel, I think she's a TV person, but she was a internet comedian type person first that got a TV job because of her comedy. And so she's on like a local TV station, but she does this in drive-thrus. And I thought it was kind of funny.
Hey, how are you? Hello, Rachel O'Neill here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Would like to order 42 copper nickels, a phone Motorola charger, a 41 hold the ordy in the on the floor.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off. Do you need police?
And she does it everywhere. She travels around and does it.
It's a lot for choosing my check. Would you like to try to be
This just and Rachel O'Neill live here in Chicago, Illinois would like to order 15 frosted beans. Let's see those jeans. 3 maple oysters along with breaded mayo.
Girl, do you know where you at? You are in Chicago, Illinois. You can pull up, catch this fade, and it's AK.
I don't know what that last part said, but I liked it. I want to learn whatever she said so I can, get into it.
I like how no one wants to play along with that nonsense. These TikTokers have just absolutely destroyed being an a-hole in a drive-through. You just can't do it anymore.
I know.
Hi, good evening. Merry Christmas. Rachel O'Neal here live in the Bronx. Would like to order 19 Blizzy.
Rachel. I've seen your videos before. We're not doing that today. Not today, Rachel, because I could go outside right now, honey. We're not doing that, Rachel. Not today.
Seriously? Seriously?
We're not doing that.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That's a few clips, Eddie.
Bitches ain't
Yes.
and they ain't saying nothing. 100 motherfuckers can't tell me nothing. I bees in the trap. Bees in the trap. I bees in the
Bees
trap.
in the trap. Yeah, there you go. Keep scrolling wherever you are. It's always good.
Go straight to hell.
That's
I
right.
say no thanks. I have no idea why I think that I'm going to be able to do this, Marconi, but for some reason I thought I might try my hand at day trading. You know what that is?
Well, what?
I don't know what it is, but I want to try.
Hold on a second. Now, because we both listen to Howard Stern.
Yeah.
And I just heard Robin Quivers is a big, she's big into this, and she makes like $75,000 a day or something. That's
insane, and I had no idea that they talked about that on Howard Stern because I'm not even caught up, but that's crazy. I think I know that Robin Quivers, our friend and colleague, is a very keen and astute when it comes to the stock market. I have heard them talk about that on the show.
Brilliant, yeah.
I didn't know she was into day trading. That's interesting. The fact that she's making $75,000 a day, though, is she must be putting down large amounts of money to be making that. Because usually, from what I understand, you're only risking maybe 5% on a trade. So if you can only imagine, she's playing with millions of dollars, and that's just her fun because she's earned all that money over the years.
Yeah,
but that's crazy. She's making $75,000. Well,
I think I heard something like that. It could be more. It could be less. But
I heard I listened to a little bit of Howard Stern's latest episode, and they briefly mentioned that Sal and her got into it or something.
Yes, yeah,
and
it's great.
I need to go back and listen to that now.
Yeah. See, these are the kinds of conversations Eddie and I will have off mic usually, and but when you brought that up, it made me think, oh, he's listened to that, and he probably knows, he remembers. Oh, I don't know if you could. Oh, there you are. You went away for a second.
Yeah, I don't know. Now my mic is all weird. Can you hear me okay?
No, you sound great.
Okay, as long as you can hear me okay.
But just remember the clock is ticking. We're down 2 minutes.
The clock is since Robin Quivers is doing this now, I am. So I'll just say that. But
right.
I don't know. I was kind of playing around with it a little bit because you can do it with fake money and pretend money, and I thought that I would kind of do. It's called paper trading. Okay. Where you're not using actual money, and you can kind of learn how it works. And it seems to be one of those things that looks more complicated than it actually is because, of course, there's a learning curve to it. But I'm interested. There's like subreddits about it. There are TikTok channels about it. And I was thinking to myself, if I made an extra $100 a day, let's say, like that would go a long way. I mean, there's a grocery right there. So
at least one grocery.
Yeah, and most people that I know that are into stock markets and day tradings, they're all meatheads or idiots, and they're making a lot of money. So I'm like, why can't I be a casual day trader and make a little bit of money,
I think that was the name of your last album, wasn't it?
Casual Day Trader. That's right. But then they're like saying to buy the dip or whatever, and all I could think about is queso. That's my first problem. But
yeah, you automatically go right to food. But But investing in tacos, I mean, you could do that, right?
That's right. And also, why can't I set up AI to do day trading for me? Somebody out there must have already started that.
I mean, Eddie, you made a game on the Adobe app
with AI.
With AI when you were sick, had the flu. So certainly,
exactly.
You should be able to do this with day trading. no problem.
Don't you think that's going to destroy the whole economy if everybody's using AI to do day trading for them?
Maybe. I don't know. Could it get worse? I mean, that's the thing.
I don't know, but that's so funny that Robin is doing that because I can see her. You know, she gets off the air at 10 o'clock and then she probably opens up her little program. It's almost like playing, it's almost
Solitaire
like going to
or
the
something.
casino or something
Yeah.
for a senior citizen, you know, but you're at home
Right.
having a good time. So that's interesting. I don't know. We'll see where it goes, but it seems to be very complicated so far. I don't know.
Did you hear that? I can't even. There's nothing. It's like that sound effect coming in hot for you to know that there's 30 seconds left in the middle of a conversation. It's very distracting. But
my goodness.
if you make a couple of bucks, you got to report.
Yeah, I will, and I'll buy you a new microphone if I make a couple bucks.
Thank you, Eddie. We haven't done this in a while. Ask Mood Killers, where people can ask us questions on our social media. We're at Mood Killers on Instagram or other places too. Link in our bio. We also, that also leads to our Adobe page, by the way, where you can listen to our show on demand. So
it's fun to bring out these old dusty segments. When we used to have to do this day in, day out, 5 days a week on radio, it'd be like, oh, we have to do Ask Mood Killers every week at Thursday at 8 a.m. Otherwise, the
right.
program
It was a
director's
benchmark,
gonna
is
get
what
mad.
they call it, right? The benchmark.
Yeah. But now we can just do it when we're feeling it. And I'm excited for this segment.
Well, here's a question, and I want to know the answer to this too. Is Eddie upset that Eddie Murphy stole the title of his upcoming memoir, Being Eddie, for his Netflix documentary? Did you know that? Eddie Murphy named his documentary Being Eddie, and I thought that was your memoir name.
I've been working on it for years. Now I have to put it in the paper shredder and live a new life.
You have to do a redo.
I have to start over. I have to start over the whole story now.
Now, did you see any of the documentary yet? The Being Eddie, by the way?
I honestly had no idea that they made this documentary. I unfollowed the Eddie Murphy fan page probably 5 or 6 years ago.
Now, why is that? What did he do to you? What happened?
He refused to reprise his role in Shrek 5.
That was really upsetting to you.
And that really upset me.
I can understand.
Yeah.
Now, here's one. I think you would be great on this advice. My boyfriend keeps pausing movies to explain trivia I did not ask for. How do I make him stop without starting a fight? I don't feel like you're that kind of person, but you're such a movie guy.
Well, no, that would annoy me. And I don't think that that's acceptable. I think that you're probably dating some kind of a sociopath and end the relationship immediately. There's no going back.
Right. I agree too.
I mean, like at that point, like how long have they been together? There's a lot of questions that I have. Like somebody like this is clearly not in tune with you emotionally.
Right. Yeah, I guess because if it's clear that they don't like it, then, they should know that. They should see it on your face that you're not into like the big long explanations and trivia.
I think anytime you have to pause media, whether it's a live sporting event or a movie or a TV show, I always say, "Excuse me, I'm sorry. Do you mind if I pause?"
Yeah. And if they say, yeah, I do mind, and you're like,
don't you think that's just a little bit weird?
But then if that person says, yeah, I do mind, then it's a different situation. Then that's kind of on that person to say that they do mind. Like that's kind of strange for somebody to object to that. However, if it's happening a lot and consistently, I think that's a problem. That's a big problem.
Yeah, they should break up. You're right. I agree.
They should. They really should.
Do what we say. Look at our lives. We're obviously, we have it all together.
We're perfect.
Here's another question for Ask Mood Killers. Is it normal to start a new hobby every 3 days and then immediately abandon it for a different hobby the next week?
No. Yes.
Wait, was that Jason? Jason says no.
Yes. No.
Jason
yes.
from It's News to Us making a cameo on Mood Killers. I like that.
Yes. So a new hobby every 3 days, but you're not pursuing anything really. At that point, your hobby is finding new hobbies. And if that's, just admit that's your hobby.
that is, that is a good point. At that point, your hobby is finding new hobbies.
Yeah,
like
and then that could be your hobby. And I think that actually could be kind of interesting if you're like, my hobby is to learn about a lot of different things. And you could kind of frame it that way.
And by the way, if you're looking for another podcast to check out It's News to Us.
I say no thanks.
Come on, Eddie.
No. Yes. No. Yes.
You're being negative. You shouldn't put yourself down like that. No.
I say no thanks.
No. Yes.
Well, I like It's News to Us. I don't care what anybody says. It's a good show.
Well.
And Eddie and Jason are on there, and they're my friends. I like it.
Well, we enjoy you.
Oh, sorry, I cut you off.
Come on down to Dawson's Creek.
Eddie, it comes time when we have to shut the show down, and when we, shut
the show down.
I was mentioning this. Can you believe we've been doing Mood Killers now for almost, I think, in February it'll be 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Had you told me 4 years ago we'd be this successful,
you would have lost your mind.
I probably would have taken out a loan for a Lamborghini.
Wow. Oh, yeah. You should have.
Yeah, back then I should have.
I mean, if you've seen that documentary, when you see it, you'll see Eddie Murphy's mansion with the convertible roof. You'll be like, I've got 2 of those. What are you talking about? You would have never guessed it.
I know.
We've got we have our own rap label,
Bitches ain't and they ain't saying nothing. 100 motherfuckers can't tell me nothing. I bees in the trap. Bees in the trap. I bees in the trap.
Yeah, we.
What the hell? I don't like raccoons.
We've got a whole record label going. Adobe Radio is our empire. I mean, we started out, just on like an app on a phone. We thought, we're friends. Maybe we should do a show. We're friends in radio who'd never done content like that together. And we thought, well, that'd be fun. And it was. And then we did a radio.
What was that app called? That was that Amazon app, right?
Stereo. We did Stereo and we did Amp.
Is that what it was called? Stereo Amp.
One was Stereo and the other was Amp. And I think maybe Stereo's still around, actually.
Really? Okay. Yeah. And we were live on there for a while, and then we did Amp. And
guess
Amp
what?
was the Amazon one, I think.
The topic of our first episode of Mood Killers, Elon Musk. And then and then I think one right after, maybe it was the second one we talked about Elon. The first one was, do you respect wood? And we talked about Larry David. So we've gone through a lot. Yeah, I said Larry David.
Don't you think that's just a little bit weird?
Sure, we're weird. That's why we do it. We have a show together.
That's right.
All right. Well, but Eddie, I know we like to end the show with a dollop of joy. It's your favorite thing.
Yes.
And in Chicago, we have a thing called Chris Kringle Mart. Wait, Chris Kindle Mart. I always get it wrong.
Right.
Chris Kindle Market. And I don't know what's going on here, but I think their social media team on TikTok was trying to do something they felt was creative. And I don't.
Okay.
I mean, maybe it's great. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not sure about it. But here's a clip of that.
When I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and it's Glühwein vibes and I scream from the top of my lungs, it's Chris Kindle time. And I say,
roasted nuts pop and they keep on popping. Hot wine pour, yeah, they keep on cupping. Glue in the mug, glue in the mug. Glue in the mug, glue in the mug.
I don't know. I don't know if that hits.
I mean, it doesn't quite hit, but I do appreciate the creativity, and those are probably 2 improv students, and we're going to see them on SNL someday. Who knows?
Yeah, remember when we did Chris Kindle Mart? We were part of that ad campaign online. It was like,
Bitches ain't and they ain't saying nothing.
I don't think that would be. I think just doing that would have been good.
I mean, probably, yeah.
Yeah, but they probably wouldn't let them. You know what I mean? Because it's marketing for families and stuff. So they had to do something.
Yeah, that's what it was. They're like, well, we want to do this TikTok trend, and then the Suits got involved, and they're like, well, it's too controversial for children during the holidays.
Yeah, I always hate that because it's like that thing where the Suits have to look it over, and then they approve it, and by then the trend's way done. But they want to put it out anyway.
They watered down to any creativity that you have.
Yeah. and then it's watered down, and it's the trend's over, but they still want to run it because they spent so much money on it. So it's,
all the soul is sucked out of it, and the people are just trying to meet a deadline.
Yeah, so it's fun.
Like
a
this
lot
show.
of fun. But Eddie, thank you for being part of Mood Killers. We'll be back again next time. There's so much I wanted to get to today and ask you. There's so many things, but I guess maybe now I'll ask you next time. So there you have it. There you go.
Mood Killers. Do you get diarrhea too?
Yes, I get diarrhea. My immediate reaction is, oh my gosh.
The outer casing is made of elephant feet, eggshell, and hardened beetle droppings.
Give it up for Adobe, everybody.